This is Rockin' with Jam Man. Is with Orgy, frontman Jay Gordon. How you doing, man?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? How are you?
Good. How about you? Good.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Is it? Can you see everything okay and everything? Or
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
okay, cool.
Chilling like a villain.
Right. Yeah. How you doing?
Good, man. Just enjoying life as it is. Just
I
finished
hear
up
you.
with school weekend, so 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds cool.
Um, how's life treating you?
Good. Everything's good.
So I know you're about to kick off a big tour. How excited are you to get back on the road?
Definitely excited to get back out on the road. The whole COVID thing made things kind of shitty. So just excited to get out and play for people and stuff like that. But yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, that's good, man. You can see those smiles again, right?
Hell yeah.
What was the last time you played live?
Uh, pre-pandemic, so I think it was like 2.5 years ago, something like that.
Okay. When the lockdown hit, were you afraid that you might not get to tour again?
Definitely. I mean, I wasn't afraid that it wasn't ever going to be again, but I was wondering how long it would take, for sure. I was definitely fearful of how long it was going to be, you know, down for.
Yeah. What goes through your mind when you're a musician and told you're not allowed to go ahead and do the one thing that makes you money?
Right. Yeah, it just you start panicking about like what you're gonna do, because that's how a lot of us make our living and stuff. I mean, I did a lot of remixes and stuff like that, so I was fine. But a lot of us, panic and shit, and because that's your livelihood.
Did you ever consider doing anything else for a living during the lockdown?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
Have you been rehearsing to make sure you were stage ready?
No, no. We start rehearsals on the 12th. So like a
Good.
week or so. But I've been in the studio working on vocals, so I think I'll be ready.
Well, we don't want your the voice to go. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
hear
want
you.
to. I don't want to name names, but we've all seen some videos of some rock stars who hit the stage post lockdown with no rehearsal, and it just did not go well.
Yeah. Um, I didn't really see a whole lot of those, but I can imagine. You know, we are
Uh,
going to be ready though.
yeah. So you had a huge tour announced during then hit a snag, and you're only doing a few dates for now.
Yeah. We the bus we usually take with us. For some reason, she couldn't. The lady who owns it couldn't get it insured or something like that. And she still hasn't gotten it insured. I don't know. It's something about her business being in a different state than where the bus is stationed or whatever.
Okay.
So I don't know, something like that. So we had to push back because that's going to be the best way for us to do it is just wait till that gets sorted out and we get a really good deal from her and everything, so it works out. So we're gonna have to just wait until she gets some things. So we'll just push back a few months.
That has to be pretty disappointing having another setback after not touring for years.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. I think we just have to wait it out and just a little bit longer, and we'll get out. At least we'll do a handful of these shows right now. One on the East Coast, 6 or 7 on the West Coast, and we'll just stall it out until we're ready.
So I know you're going to be playing some new music during this tour. Are you talking about Carmen Kessler's, or did you read some new stuff?
Karma Castles, yeah, we'll be playing that. We wrote some new stuff though. We're gonna release one in 2 weeks. One of the songs we'll be playing called Shady AF, and that's gonna be playing. We're gonna be playing that. We're gonna be playing Karma Castles. We're gonna be playing a couple of other new ones, and looking forward to that.
Are you just testing these songs out
No,
for now before you
no.
release them in a new
I
album?
mean, obviously, no, no, no. The songs are going to get released, kind of simultaneous with the tour. So
Okay.
we'll see how it goes.
So you guys were the first band signed to Korn's label. How did you get their attention to be the first band? Was it because Jonathan was friends with Ryan Shuck?
No, I was actually friends with Jonathan. They actually were in a bit of a. They weren't really getting along at all. Actually, they'd known each other. I was really good friends with Korn, and the guys that I played with weren't like they weren't vibing too well at the time. But no, it had nothing to do with that really. I had a demo that Jonathan and the band really liked, and so I was on my way to getting a deal, and just kind of connected everything, and then Ryan and Jonathan kind of made up, and everything was cool.
Do you think that gave you guys an extra push? Like, I mean, you got to do your live dep at a huge radio show, then jump on the Family Values tour.
Most definitely. Yeah, I mean, you know your shit. So yeah, I mean, that's a great question because obviously, with Korn being in charge of, who was on that, we got to jump in there.
Yeah.
So definitely most awesome.
What was it like putting out Candice and having your life changed? Candy, yes,
Um,
Candy, yes.
yeah, I mean, it was great. One could only hope that you meet with a little success, and we met with a lot of it. So that was cool. It was great.
Whose idea was to cover Blue Monday?
Well, we had talked about doing another song. We actually recorded a version of it. Didn't work. I don't know. I didn't feel like it was really vibing, and I always wanted to do the New Order cover. So, yeah, it was up between those two songs. We chose Blue Monday, which turned out to be the right choice, and it worked out.
I thought it was the new Burger King theme song, but not. But when I listened to it more, I thought it was two hearts of It was like a two hearts and not a Blue Monday.
I don't know what you mean by that, but right on.
It would be not very rocky to have your hit song be a burger jingle 20 years later.
Exactly.
In 2012, you said rock doesn't necessarily kill it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of where the times were at the time. It
When
just sucked.
like when hip hop just like took over completely then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I don't love hip hop because I do. It was just rock was kind of, you know, you always dread that, the rock is dead vibe. It just happens every so often until it's kind of like a cleansing or a culling, so to speak.
How do you feel about the rock scene 10 years later?
All good. It's definitely making a resurgence finally, long overdue, and I'm glad. I'm really happy about that.
So, were you disappointed when everybody in the original lineup started doing side projects?
I mean, no. I mean, you can't expect everybody to just stick around and do one situation. Wasn't at all surprising. So
Do you think it was the cause the original line to come apart?
no. Well, I mean, yeah, in a sense, because I mean, they look at it a different way. So I can't say that anybody's wrong or right or anything, but it wasn't coming together with the original lineup. So I got a new lineup and decided to go another route. Like, but it's working out, and those guys are doing well. So you know,
Everyone took that pretty hard when it happened. You guys, do you still talk with any of those guys?
no shit.
Eh,
I do speak to them on occasion. Nothing against anybody. Just kind of everybody does their own thing. Drifted apart a little bit. I run into them every now and then. That's it.
Would you ever do a reunion with them?
Yeah, I mean, never say never. You know what I'm saying? Never say never.
I know you voiced a ton of video games in the past. Do you still do that anymore?
No, that's actually not true. That's inaccurate. I don't know where that statement came from, but video game stuff?
Yeah,
No, no.
it's on
Just
your MDD page.
yeah, I don't know. IMDb?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like sometimes those things get updated wrongfully or something. I should remove that though. But good looking out. I'll check that out.
Uh, So, are you into any games?
In video games?
Yeah.
No. Nope.
Oh,
Maybe there might be some music in a video game, but not. Yeah, actually there is, but I'm not exactly sure which one. Um, but yeah, that the voiceover thing is not accurate.
uh, what was your favorite memory from playing the show?
From playing the show,
Yes.
um, probably the biggest show, like just because it was huge. For HFS, which is a radio station, um, and it was Baltimore Ravens Stadium, 85,000 people. That was pretty crazy. It was fun.
What is the worst?
Um, you know, I would have to say, you know, probably a show where, you know, I had no voice, maybe like one in Ohio where I couldn't even like get any words out. Like it was terrible.
Huh?
It was so cold there too. It was like, I was really sick.
What is next for you?
What's next for me?
Yeah.
Just get this record out, get more tours going, and start directing some things. You know?
Like movies?
Yeah.
Okay. How do my followers follow you?
What's that?
How do my followers follow you?
OrgyMusic.com. You know, Orgy Official on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all that.
What kind of movie do you want to make?
I have some stuff in the works. I don't know which one's going to, you know, be chosen first, but you know, I think, you know, it has to be done in an order where, you know, probably the ones with the smallest budget would have to go first, and then a couple of others that are bigger budget would go later. But just, you know, one's about censorship, believe it or not, you know, stuff like that.
So, do you want to be like Rob Zombie?
No,
Okay.
he makes horror films, so.
Well, thank you for being on my show. I hope the next time we talk is at the backstage at one of your shows, dude. Thank you for talking to me.
Sounds good, man. Thank you. All right,
Bye.
have a good one.
You too.
Later.
Bye.